Here we go. We're going to look at getting ready for 6th grade lesson 18, finding the average or the mean. You will see it as the mean. It will not ask you to find the average on things. You may see it both ways, but most often now if you're talking about data, you're going to see the word mean, not average. How can you find the mean or average of a set of values? An average of a set of data can be found by finding the sum of the group. So the group of numbers that you're working with. From the data and then dividing by the number of add-ins. So if I put 13 grades in the grade book and I want to know the average, I'm going to add up those 13 grades and I'm going to divide it by 13 to find my average. For example, if Ann scores 21 points, 22 points, and 17 points in 3 different basketball games, she scores an average of 20 points per game. That is because 21 plus 22 plus 17 is 60. Sorry, I lost my place. And 60 divided by 3, because that's the number of games we're looking at, and the number of point values we have there. The total number of points divided by the number of games is 20. Jonathan and Pilar are practicing to be a juggling team. The table shows the number of seconds they were able to keep 4 balls in the air without making a mistake. What was the average number of seconds they were able to juggle? So here we have the trial A, B, C, D, E, and then the number of seconds in each trial. Okay, so we're going to find the average. Let's answer this question over there. How many trials did they record? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 trials. Find the sum of the seconds. We're going to assume they added correctly and it's 170. Okay, how many numbers did they add? 5. So we're going to divide 170 by 5. Goes into 17 3 times. When we subtract, we'll get 2. We'll bring down our 0, and 5 goes into 24 times. So the average time that Jonathan and Pilar kept 4 balls in the air was 34 seconds per trial. Okay, we're going to find the average of 61, 99, 106, 3, 44, and 89. We are going to, here in the classroom, use a calculator. So if you're doing this at home, you may go ahead and use the calculator. I would only like you to use the calculator to add up your numbers, not to do your division. So I want to see your division on your paper. So go ahead and add those numbers in step 1. Okay, we added this with our calculators and we got 402. Now it says divide the sum by the number of add-ins. How many add-ins did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I want to see this on your paper. You may not do it with your calculator first, anyway. 6 goes into 40 how many times? 6. And 6 times 6 is? 36. I have to regroup. And 10 minus 6 is? 4. I'm going to bring down my 2. And how many 6s in 42? 7. Okay, then you could check it on your calendar. Now, my expectations are that you're going to be honest with me and you're going to do the work and check it on your calculator. How am I going to know if you did the work?
By seeing it on your
I'm going to have to see this part, right? So if you turn this paper into me and I don't see that part, they're wrong. If you're at home, I expect that same thing. Okay, so the average of 61, 99, 106, 3, 44, and 89 is 67. Okay, let's go on to page P286. Tommy's basketball scoring record is shown for this month. So there's the table. It says games and points. What was the average number of points that Tommy scored per game? So go ahead and add up those points and then come back to your recording. Okay? We used our calculators here and we got 136 points. How many numbers did you add to find the sum in exercise 1? So 1A, how many games did he play? 8. So we had 8 data set points. Divide the sum by the number of games. So 136 divided by 8. 8 goes into 13 once. What's 13 minus 8? 5. Going to bring down a 6. How many 8s in 56?
7.
So his average score per game was 17 points. Okay, I want you to go ahead and work number 2. Remember, I need to see that division. No. Okay, here we go. So we added 6, 9, 14, 4, and 12, and we got 45. And we divided that by how many? 5. That is pretty easy, right? We could do that one in our head. So we get 9. Okay, go ahead and do number 3. All right, on number 3, when they added here in the classroom, they got 234. And how many data points did you have? 6. So 6 goes on into 23 3 times, correct? Now do a little regrouping here. 13 minus 8 is? And how many 6s in 54? 9. So the mean or average is 39. Okay, I want you to go ahead and do that on your own. I don't think there's anything. It says in the temperature table above, suppose the temperature for the next 2 days was 70 degrees. By how much would this change the average? So you're going to add 8 and 9 and 70 and 70, which you think sounds horrible, but once you get this total, keep it somewhere so you can add 140 to it. And then you're going to divide by 9 to get that.